Let's get ready for some wrestling!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Top Rope Wrestling Academy. I'm Hollywood Jamie Love alongside of Butch Price.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for having me, Jamie. It's a pleasure to be able to sit beside you and be able to enjoy these wonderful matches, man.
It's always a pleasure having you here, Butch.
Thank you, brother.
Cecil Andrews!
All right.
Cecil Andrews, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, along with Shooter McGee, and of course his ace in the pocket, the mastermind of the Diamond Exchange, Brian Blitz.
Absolutely. I was a little concerned. The last time we saw him, he was getting a big boot from Cody Knight, and he seems to have been knocked out or had some type of concussion, but he seems to be back here strong tonight.
No doubt Cecil Andrews, a top competitor here in CCW, and probably one of the top competitors to possibly win that 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal at Stampede, March 13th in Lake City.
The electrifying, high-flying, this is a wild thing! Mike Anthony!
Well, we got Mike Anthony coming in, and, you know, him and Chris Turner have been tag team partners for years. So these two, as far as Cecil and Mike, they're not strangers. They've battled time and time again for those tag team championships with their partners. So it should be an interesting match.
No doubt rock and roll Chris Turner, and of course, high-flying Mike Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Will be challenging for those CCW Tag Team Championships at Stampede in Lake City.
Now, I do need to add, there have been several times where they had those tag team championships in their grasp, but the Diamond Exchange's boy would come and throw some type of interference in and slip away to 1, 2, 3. We'll see what happens at Stampede this year.
Our new commissioner for CCW, Justin Taylor, has sanctioned the matches at Stampede, March 13th. Mike Anthony and Rock and Roll Chris Turner finally get their opportunity against the Diamond Exchange, against those CCW Tag Team titles, against Shooter McGee and Cecil Andrews. A great night of professional wrestling action in Lake City, March 13th. The 30th Annual Stampede, 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner to get an opportunity for that CCW championship.
Absolutely. That name, Justin Taylor, sounds very familiar. Was he like a new talent at one time? Was he wrestling here in CCW at one time?
Yes, years ago. He was a great wrestling competitor here in Continental Championship Wrestling, and has been elected the new commissioner here in CCW, and he will be in attendance at Stampede.
We look forward to seeing what things he'll do.
I know that's got the fans cheering for Mike Anthony. Has got to be like someone scratching the chalkboard with their fingernails against Brian Blitz there.
Look at that. Look how they go wild for the wild thing. They love him. They love him. They absolutely love him. What is Cecil doing? They're not going to cheer for him.
I think he has a fan somewhere over there. I think it's spinning at about 30 RPMs.
Oh, look at that. An attack from behind by Cecil Andrews. Irish whip. Goes for the clothesline. He missed. Goes for the back elbow. Springboard crossbody by Mike Anthony. He's setting the tone early.
And there goes Cecil Andrews. Rolls under the bottom rope to the outside.
Well, he's slowing it down. He's doing something that's very smart that a champion would do. He knows he's got a 10 count to get it together. He's got to come with some type of plan because Mike is so fast and so agile that it'll be hard for him to keep up.
Mike Anthony, very agile, high flyer like you mentioned.
Absolutely.
And, of course, he's got that wild style elbow that he is very famous for. Has helped him win a lot of matches.
Yes, it has. In single and tag team.
Absolutely. Mike Anthony, a former alternative champion. And he is here to end the Diamond Exchange with the help of Rock and Roll Chris Turner. There you go. Cecil Andrews able to break the count.
Well, some of this is to try to upset or get under the skin of Mike Anthony. He knows Mike Anthony's a competitor, and he knows he wants to get it on in the ring. So he's trying to just get Mike Anthony out of his comfort zone and get him a little frustrated where he'll have to come out and get him.
Oh, there you go. Mike Anthony.
What a right hand. Very hard right hand. Sends him back to the turnbuckle. He's working him over. Oh, look at that midsection. Look at the redness on his midsection there.
Cecil Andrews scooping up Mike Anthony.
Scoop slam. It looks. Oh, it was reversed. Cecil's down on his behind again. I don't know.
There you go. Cecil Andrews again rolling under the bottom rope with the help of Brian Blitz pulling him out.
It looks like Cecil might have a black eye, or it's forming to be black. It's kind of getting dark around his eyes. I don't know what's going on. You think he can see?
He might turn into a shiner. You can clear to that.
Absolutely. He's in no rush to get back in the ring, that's for sure.
Cecil, we only got 15 more.
There you go. They're going to try to bait Mike Anthony back over there to the ropes again.
I don't think Mike's going to fall for it this time. He fell for it last time, but he's a former champion for a reason. He's smarter than that. He can't let his emotions dictate what he does.
Cecil Andrews back under the bottom rope and back into the ring.
All right, so let's see.
Devane Dawson officiating this match. There you go. Five collar and elbow into a headlock.
Side headlock, he goes back.
Into a reverse waist lock.
Absolutely. Goes into a side headlock. Yes, he's excellent transition.
Yes, sir.
That's the skills that I know that he has. That's why I say he doesn't need to take these cheap shots. He has the skills to be a technical wrestler. He's just lazy.
Cecil Andrews now punishing Mike Anthony in the center of the ring. And now just cheese grating his face.
Straight forearm to the nose. The dirtiest player in the game right now, Cecil Andrews.
There you go now. Cecil Andrews working Mike Anthony over to the ropes. And there you go again.
There he is. Now he was already in control of Mike Anthony. There's no need for him to do this. There's absolutely no need for that.
Any little bit of help Cecil Andrews can get, I suppose.
Ooh, what an elbow. Cecil's not a little guy, man. What is he weighing in, about 225, 230?
I'm not going to say, due to the fact that he may be tipping the scales at or around 200. Just,
Okay.
It all depends on the scale he uses.
I got you. Or the cheeseburgers that he ate. Okay.
That's correct.
I understand.
Cecil Andrews now putting the boots to Mike Anthony.
Look at him.
Trying to embarrass Mike Anthony here.
Just blatant disrespect.
Fans
Blatant
clearly
disrespect.
behind Mike Anthony.
Absolutely. Mike is kind of in la-la land right here. He's trying to figure out where he is.
Uh-oh.
Now that's going to be a problem.
Cecil Andrews dumping Mike Anthony outside to the concrete floor. There is no padding around the ring. And there you go again. Byron Blitz cleaning his loafers off on Mike Anthony.
Which is just a shame. Something's got to be
Yeah,
done.
because
Hopefully,
those are some cheap loafers.
and they probably taste like Pee-wee boot powder.
Good Lord. Oh, man, look at that uppercut by Cecil Andrews.
European uppercut is the hardest things hidden right now. You would definitely know what
There
he's
you
doing.
go. And wait a
Right in
minute.
front of the fans. Right in front of the fans.
Cecil Andrews full of himself here. He's feeling very confident now. Mike Anthony laid out on the concrete floor outside.
Oh, my.
Cameraman getting a great shot. We have to appreciate our great cameraman on the outside. He's been working hard here tonight.
Mike Anthony's in a world of pain right now. Everything's hurting. His back, his neck. He's completely hurt right now. Look at the whelps on
You
his
hear
back.
the fans starting to get behind Mike
there he
Anthony,
is.
and there he goes.
He's building momentum. Is he setting him up for the knee? Oh, there it is. Cecil's out on his feet. That's it. Go for the cover, Mike.
Wait a minute,
Oh.
Cecil Andrews.
Oh, my God.
Beautiful counter on the part of Mike Anthony. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Skill and heart. That's what it is. Skill and heart.
Driving Cecil Andrews into the corner.
Monkey flip. I haven't seen that in 20 years.
Wow, great momentum on the part of Mike Anthony now. He's going for a pin. Could this be the shades of what we could see at Stampede March 13th?
Well,
Mike
I can
Anthony
tell you,
making the pin on Cecil Andrews.
I can tell you what, if
to
Cecil
gain
Andrews,
those CCW tag titles.
absolutely, if Cecil doesn't do any better than this, those titles will change hands at Stampede.
Wait a minute now.
What is
Cecil
he-
Andrews getting very highly frustrated.
He's taking him a sit down. He's
What
relaxing.
is he doing out here? Sitting out here.
He's being a champion. Champions take their time, and they realize that they have to be beat.
Oh!
Oh, that was nice. Mike's taunting him a little bit now.
Yeah, I can appreciate that because we would have been the ones taking the brunt of that.
Hey, well, sometimes you just got to take what you got to take.
Speak for yourself. You're a former wrestler.
Yeah.
Me? Now, I've been in some special challenge matches
Okay.
back in the day when I was, well, a diamond crusted and diamond deviant. But anyway,
I got you.
but Mike Anthony now pacing on the inside. Cecil Andrews still waiting on the outside. He's gotten up to 6 now.
Well, you know, Cecil's been on the outside of the ring more than he's been on the inside of it.
Well, you can split that up. You can swear to it.
Yeah, you can.
All right, Andrews rolls back into the ring. The match now being slowed down to a pace that Cecil
Oh, he's
Andrews
trying to go
can-
to a test of strength here with Mike Anthony. Mike is not a wise thing, Mike. Mike, that's not a wise thing.
Cecil Andrews trying to go for a Greco-Roman Lock challenge. Let's see what happens here.
All right. Oh, cheap shot. We should have known. It was too
Yep.
good to be true.
Now I know why Cecil Andrews' boots are so clean. There you go now. He's cleaning his boots right off on Mike Anthony.
He sure is.
Mike Anthony laid out prone on the apron. Cecil Andrews bringing a heavy elbow right to the chest. And now the action is spilled out again to the outside.
They're going back and forth. Mike Anthony with some great elbows. What is he going to do here? What's the plan? He's not going to come off of the apron. He's not going to come off of the apron. Oh!
My God, man.
Both men are down.
High impact right outside the ring here on the concrete floor.
Cecil might be completely out. Like his eyes are in a daze.
Wait a minute. Cecil Andrews rolls under the bottom rope, breaks the count.
But he can't even stand. That was just instinct. He didn't know he did that. That was pure instinct.
Mike Anthony and Cecil Andrews working on the outside. And you can tell Mike Anthony,
Mike's hurt.
He's
Absolutely.
favoring his back.
He is. I mean, he sacrificed himself to try to take Cecil out, but at what cost? I know he's not going to try to go to the ropes. I know he's not going to try to go to the ropes.
Gentlemen, 10 minutes have elapsed, 5 minutes remaining.
No doubt time is running out in this matchup between these two top competitors. Mike Anthony driving the shoulder right into the midsection. And wait a minute.
Oh, my. Head scissors.
That's one way to get back in the ring.
It
Plus,
sure is. You can't run from that, that's for sure. And he's stomping him in the corner. A little bit of frustration from Mike Anthony. That's not his normal characteristic.
fans clearly behind Mike Anthony here as he is stomping that mud hole dry.
He sure is. Mike Anthony's had enough. He's had enough.
Dawson warning Brian Blitz on the outside. Mike Anthony now going back to work on Cecil Andrews in the corner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Oh, look at Cecil. Just look at him.
Cecil Andrews, he's barely got any legs under him.
Oh, my goodness.
Stunned and seeing a lot of cobwebs now, but
He reverses the Irish whip. He goes for the clothesline and misses.
right across the forehead with that tomahawk chop.
He sure did. Well placed. It slowed Mike Anthony down. Snapmare.
Man, he just drove the boot right in between the shoulder blades.
Trying to dislocate that spine. Trying to put pressure on that spine so those legs don't work as easily.
And it definitely bring noodle legs to you.
It sure will. Very, very smart by Cecil. Very smart. He's talented. He's just a shortcut taker.
Anthony off the rope.
He misses.
Ducks that knuckle sandwich. Wait a minute. Let's take This match is taking a toll on Mike Anthony. He lost it coming off those ropes.
He sure did. Well, you know, he hurt his back on the outside, so he couldn't fully rotate and spin over when he went to do the crossbody.
No doubt. He's been injured, taking a lot of toll. Cecil Andrews and Mike Anthony still at it.
Oh, my. Look at that.
A knee right to the rib cage.
Oh, and then
another.
It's just a straight kick to the rib cage. Just no respect. Armed. Oh.
Underarm and twist, and then drove the sole of his boot right into his jaw.
He sure did. Mike's trying to figure out what he needs to do to put him away. He knows time is ticking down. Wait
a minute now. Mark Anthony, he's stepping through the ropes to the outside on the apron. Is he going to go for a high-flying elbow?
It appears he's going to go flying.
It could be wild style right here.
Is this it?
Brian Blitz, he's winding up. He's threatening to hit Anthony with that cane, but Dawson's right there. Drives the elbow right into the sternum of Cecil Andrews.
But he's still hurting. He's still in a lot of pain.
Time is desperately running out here in this matchup.
Absolutely.
Correction, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 30 remaining.
A minute 30. Mike and Cecil, they have to put in everything they have right
Here goes
here.
Mike Anthony. He's drapes the arm. And
He grabbed the rope.
Cecil Andrews, what great ring awareness to grab that bottom rope and break the 3 count.
Because he had no kick out left in him. If it wasn't for that rope, that'd have been 3. The same 3 that we might see when they go for those tag team championships.
No doubt that match will take place on March 13th at Stampede in Lake City, Florida at the Richardson Community Center. Get your tickets at ccwrestling.biz. Boy, Cecil Andrews just drove that elbow right to the side of the head.
He has him almost like a Samoan. Oh, a net breaker. Old school net breaker. I told you he had talent. If he just uses it the right way.
He needs to go for the pinfall right now instead of being arrogant and boasting in the middle of the ring. Should go right straight for a pinfall, but his plans are to punish Mike Anthony, possibly hurt him so he won't be able to make it to Stampede.
I think that's his agenda, just to make sure that he can't make it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
My God!
2, 1.
And there's
Ladies
the
and
bell.
gentlemen,
Time has run out.
Has elapsed. Therefore, this is declared a draw.
Wow, what a great competitive matchup between Mike Anthony and Cecil Andrews. They fought tooth and nail all the way to the end. Mike Anthony just a few seconds away. He only needed maybe 2 more seconds to have pinned Cecil Andrews.
I tell you what, though, Cecil showed that he had the heart of a lion. Being a tag team wrestler in a single event, he lasted a full time frame of that match. That was remarkable.
That'll be a great match to see as Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Mike Anthony challenge Cecil Andrews and Shooter McGee for those CCW Tag Team titles at Stampede, March 13th in Lake City at the Richardson Community Center. Make your plans to be there. Go to ccwrestling.biz and get your tickets now.
Absolutely.
Hey there, wrestling fans. Wait 1 minute. Do you hear that? It's a faint sound, a small whisper, but it grows day by day. Every time you watch a match, every time you hear an interview, it wiggles into your ear and into your mind, and it starts to ferment like a fine wine. I want to be a professional wrestler. I want to be in this ring, taking on the greats, making a name for myself, hearing the roar of the crowd as they chant my name. Well, folks, that doesn't have to just be a fever dream. That doesn't have to be just something that you think about while you're working your 9-to-5 job. We here at Stomping Ground Studios have the tools and the resources to make that dream a reality. We are now taking applications all year round, especially in the new year 2021, to find out how you could be a professional wrestler here in CCW. Simply email us, give us your name, your age, best way we can contact you, and perhaps you can become one of the newest members of the Top Rope Wrestling Academy class. We have churned out so many greats already. Former world champion, the New Breed, Landon Crews, the Wild Thing, Mike Anthony. Every superstar that you've seen come through a CCW curtain had their starts right here at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy. So get in touch with us today, and perhaps the next name that I introduce coming to the ring could maybe be yours. Hey there, wrestling fan. Quit scrolling through the Facebook trying to find something to watch. I've got the announcement for you. This is your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., coming to you from the confines of Stomping Ground Studio in Jacksonville, Florida. And I am here to tell you, March 13th, Lake City, Florida, at the Richardson Community Center, 7:30 bell time, CCW will be having our 30th annual Stampede, where in the opening contest, 20 men in an over-the-top rope battle royal, where the winner will not only receive a check for $10,000, but in the main event of that night, he will face the New Breed, Landon Crews, for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. That plus plenty more action coming your way. Remember, Lake City, Florida, March 13th at the Richardson Community Center. Be sure to keep checking right here on Facebook for more details on how you can get your tickets. For everyone here at CCW, I'm your ringside pitchman, and we'll see you at
You can see here Cole Buchanan making his way to the ring. He is making his presence known here at CCW.
Why does he keep coming out here on the outside?
You've seen me get messed over once by a referee that decided to give me a 5 count really quickly last time I faced off against Chris Turner. This time, you see Wild Thing Mike Anthony come out, and the referee counts quickly for a 1, 2, 3. Almost to the point where I think it's a conspiracy. So this is what I'm going to do. March 13th, 2021. Stampede. I guarantee you, I will come into this ring and I will leave champion of the 20-man battle royal, and I will go on to face the New Breed Landon Crews for the world championship. And there's nothing any of you trailer park dwellers can do about it. Because there's only one way I do things, and it's the only way I do. And that's with CB attitude.
Get your microphone. I'm sure there's 19 other competitors.
Hey, Cole, hang on 1 second. Hang on. Come here, Mr. Don.
With pleasure, Mr. Landon.
Cole. Let me get something straight. You just got here, Cole, and you're telling me that you are going to walk into Lake City, into the 20-man battle royal win the thing, and then later that night take this away from me?
Hell no!
You heard me right. You heard me right.
Let him hear it. Cole, I want to let you know something. I don't think I've ever met you. My name's Landon Crews. I'm the CCW World Champion. I've been here for 3 years now. I've paid my dues. I've done everything I can to be in this position. And so for you to walk in, who got here last week, yesterday, I don't remember when it was, saying that you are going to walk in to Lake City, Florida, walk into the Battle Royal, win the Battle Royal, and then later that night beat me for this world title.
For that.
Cole, I want to let you know something, and this goes for every single person in the back. You can do anything you want to in that Battle Royal. Give me everything you got, it still won't be enough, because I live for this business. Day in and day out, I live for this business. I wake up, I work, I go to sleep, and then I do it again. So you can give me everything you got, every single person in the back, it still won't be enough, because I'm walking into Lake City, Florida, the CCW champion, and let me tell you something, I'm walking out of it, still, the CCW World Heavyweight Champion.
I'll see you later. Let's go.
Introducing first, hailing from Kodiak Island, Alaska, Cody Knight!
Cody Knight, a top competitor here in Continental Championship Wrestling. I'm Hollywood Jamie Love, alongside Butch Price here at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, Jamie. At any given time, it's always a pleasure.
And his opponent, the current CCW Southern States Champion, Darrion Drummond!
Darrion Drummond, your CCW Southern States Champion. And you can see the look on his face. He is determined. Leading up to Stampede in Lake City at the Richardson Community Center, March 13th. Get your tickets at ccwrestling.biz to see the great superstars of the ring and Continental Championship Wrestling.
Well, Darrion's no pushover. He's a Southern States champion for a reason. He had several title shots that fell a little short because he wasn't quite ready. He underestimated the champion. But he always has something to prove every time he gets into that ring. This should be, but once again, Cody Knight is my favorite for the Stampede. I do believe he will be the one that's going to be facing Landon Crews for the championship, but that remains to be determined.
No doubt about it. Cody Knight, a great pro wrestling competitor here in Continental Championship Wrestling, had a long undefeated streak. And, of course, he's just gotten over a recent knee surgery. The competitors he challenges in the ring definitely have that in mind, and knowing he's got a loose will.
You know, it's always a part of the game plan. Whenever they get in trouble or things are not going their way, they're going to go after that knee every time, and every competitor is going to do it.
Darrion Drummond, Southern States Champion, rolls under the bottom rope.
Of course, that's what he does.
Darrion Drummond trading words with Devane Duvall, or what's that? Oh, I'm sorry, did I mess up again? Devane Dawson. I stand corrected.
My roll. 6. Not yours, and not big boy. 7.
I don't know if he's just talking a lot of trash or if he's just really scared. I can't tell right now.
I think he's scared. 9. He's scared. Come in too, homie.
Oh, there you go. Darrion Drummond inviting you in to the squared circle there, Butch.
He was talking to me?
He certainly wasn't talking to me.
Oh, okay. I'm going to let that slide. I told the commissioner I wouldn't be fighting nobody, but I tell you what, I might give him one in the lips if he ain't careful.
Well, wait a minute now. Darrion Drummond coming over here to the broadcast table. He's
sure
trading
is.
words with Butch Price.
Okay. Did you hear that? Somebody said chicken. Is that what they're chanting, chicken?
Yeah, could be. I think Darrion Drummond's got too many cackleberries in his pocket.
Something's going on. He ain't did nothing yet. We'll see what he has, besides a lot of talking.
Anyway, Darrion Drummond now back into the ring, standing off.
All right.
Ducks under with a go-behind waistlock.
Absolutely.
Cody Knight has a little bit of length and leverage.
A little bit of height advantage he does.
Yeah, over Darrion Drummond.
He powered out into a hip toss. Very good. Excellent execution. Textbook.
I know Cody Knight is hungry for a title match against any competitor in CCW.
Yeah.
And man, what a feather in the cap of Cody Knight if he's able to get a victory over Darrion Drummond here tonight.
Listen at him. He's going to take it from the crowd. He said, give him one more.
Pow! You think it's the 4th of July out here?
It's a parade.
Good God Almighty. Scoops him up. Body slam.
Slams
Dropped
him
him
down.
like a bad habit.
He sure did.
Hooked the leg, only got a 2 count.
But you know, he's a tough guy now. He talks a lot, but he's a very tough guy. Side headlock here. Cody, look how he bends his back. He's going to take control of the arm.
Just there you go.
He's pulling on the hair. Look at this.
Gets Cody Knight off the ropes. Big shoulder smash by Cody Knight. Cody Knight back off the ropes.
Hip talk. He hip talked this big fella.
Darrion Drummond, a great pro wrestling athlete, current CCW Southern States champion, and he's showing why he is one of the top title holders here in CCW.
Absolutely. Guess what? He's got that title for a reason. Now, if he tries to go blow for blow and strength for strength with Cody, I just don't see it winning.
Look at Cody Knight. But
it seemed to take a lot out of Cody as well. His back is really bruised after giving that suplex.
And only gets a 2 count.
2 count. Solid 2 count.
Back up to a vertical gauge. Drummond driving.
Takes him to the turnbuckle here. He's trying to give him a little bit of payback for what he did to him in the corner.
Drummond now goes to the opposite side of the ring. Runs in.
Oh, what a clothesline. He's walking him out. Is he going to drop him?
My God, man.
Very impressive.
You watching?
Very impressive.
Just flattened the face of Cody Knight onto that canvas.
It's going to take more than that. But once again, I told you, Darrion is an athlete. He takes a lot of cheap shots. He takes a lot of shortcuts, but he is a pure athlete. He does know how to wrestle. He's a champion for a reason.
There you go now, Drummond draping Cody Knight's throat over that steel cable, that unforgiving steel cable.
Now listen, you might not like it, but it's very smart. If you chop a tree down, you can bring it to your level, you can take the tree out. And that's exactly what he's doing.
There he goes, going for the cover, hooks the leg. And a near pinfall.
I see a little bit of frustration on Drummond's face, though. He seems to be a little aggravated that they hadn't put him away with that move.
Cody Knight back on the rope. Wait a minute, great Irish whip, reversal.
Clothesline, devastating clothesline.
Good God, man.
Darrion might have whiplash after that. That was very, very devastating there. That was very impressive.
Cody Knight now driving him. Oh my God!
I think it's personal.
One more time.
You can see the whelps.
Oh my goodness.
You can see the whelps building up on Drummond's chest
Oh,
there.
we definitely lift his fingerprints off of Drummond's chest. And he's fighting back like a champion would. He's fighting back like a champion would.
Drummond hooking.
Belly to back. Oh! That's got to be it. Cody can't do that.
And Drummond nearly successfully defends. Well, this is a non-title.
It is, but he fights every match like it is a title.
No
He's
doubt about
very
it.
intense as if it is a title match. He's got a chokehold on Big Cody. Big Cody's got to rotate those shoulders over and get that pressure off the middle of his neck. He's got to rotate over.
I'm off.
Wow, look at the chest of Drummond.
This is a phenomenal match.
He's
This
going
is
to
a
definitely need
phenomenal
an ice pack.
Oh, and an ice bath, too.
Drummond's going to work over Cody Knight now, and there he goes. That nasty shoe right in the face of Cody Knight.
Now, is there any need for that? He was already in control of the man. Was there any need for that? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, he could have had a stick of gum on the bottom of the shoe. He needed to clean it off.
Oh, well, yeah, very true.
There you go now. Drummond back up. Cody Knight.
Reversal to the sidewalk slam, and he planted him. Now, can Cody get over there for the cover? Can Cody get over for the cover? Because that might be it if he can extend over there. Wait, what is Cody is getting up now?
He's
He's
got
backing
something
up.
high impact.
Is he trying to just catch his breath? What is he doing? Oh, springboard! No! Oh!
Done.
Cody Knight, somewhat confused
He's
in
reaching for
regards
the
to
rope.
what his game plan was there, but Drummond knew all along what to do. And again, a near pinfall.
Cody almost didn't get out of there. Drummond is showing that he has what it takes to beat anybody on any given day. Don't count him out. He's a heck of a competitor. I might not like him, but I do respect him.
Cody Knight, reverse Irish whip, and Drummond
Cody's
goes
going
into
in.
the corner.
Slid by. Schoolboy, he's trying to get a quick pin on the big guy. 1, 2.
Hey, tights.
There you go.
Did he say he had his tights? Is that why he made him break it?
Ladies and gentlemen, with me at this time, the Diamond Exchange, hoping to bring
Hold
more
on a
gold.
second. Hold on. I'll do the introductions around here. Get out of here, you punk. Your mama dresses you funny. Listen, Stampede 2021 is right around the corner, and we're not getting recognized the way we should. Not one member of the Diamond Exchange has been nominated for Wrestler of the Year. Why? Where are they at? I have the premier athletes right here. I have Daniel Anderson home, sitting there trying to rest his back. He injured for you guys, the fans, and nobody's recognizing that. But I'm gonna tell you something. At Stampede, one of these three gentlemen, maybe even Daniel Anderson, is gonna come out on top, and I can guarantee you 100% that Landon Crews goes down that night.
I'm sick and tired of seeing all these just so-called superstars that get given everything on a silver platter. The thing is, they're not as good as us. We're the A-plus players, the A-plus athletes, the best in CCW and the best you can find anywhere else.
Here's the thing. Come from across the pond to bring some class and some international appeal to this organization. But what really pains me is to see my brothers overlooked by some kind of one-sided little popularity contest. What I'm going to tell you is this: after the Stampede, it's going to be undeniable who actually runs this place.
It's strictly business.
And business is about to pick up.
You know, a lot of people, they come up and ask me, they say, what does CCW Stampede mean to you? CCW Stampede was the beginning for me. It really was. Back in 2016, I actually had the opportunity as a fan to attend CCW Stampede. Really is something to kick off the year. It always starts strong with Stampede, and that sets up the tone for the rest of the year for CCW. But to be there live and in action and to see it and to hear it, to really just get a look in the feel and the intensity in the crowd inside the ring, watching the competitors in the ring battle it out match after match, and it led up all the way to crowning a new CCW champion, which we all know as Daniel Anderson. He won the title that night. A vacant CCW title was on the line, as well as the big check for the CCW Stampede Battle Royal. That's where it really clicks when you're in the moment like that. And I actually had the opportunity to have my first Stampede Battle Royal in 2018, which actually happened to be the night I made my debut here in CCW. And that's something that I always think about. It always pops up on timelines as we go year after year. It's now 2021. We're coming up on 3 years since I've debuted. And it really is cool just to look back to see where you started and the progress that you make to where you are now. And I couldn't even imagine how my career could have started off so hot, making your way to an exciting debut, to building up allies, to building up some of the closest friends that are there with you, that you're on the road with, the stories that you guys get to build together, that you really can't do with anything else. And that's something that I've always treasured here in CCW. It really is something like no other. Making your way and winning titles and the end of the year awards, building up these feuds with guys that you might rub off a different way in the locker room, that's just a part of life itself. And so it's really cool to see how far I've come, making my way to my second CCW World title reign. And now I'm in a completely different position than I've been in Stampedes, where I'm not in the Battle Royal, but I'm on the outside watching again like I was in 2016. This time, I'm the target though. I'm not a fan. I'm what everybody of those 20 men in the ring are fighting for. The thing with the CCW Battle Royal, at Stampede, you don't know who you're going to be wrestling. You don't know who's going to come out the winner and be coming for that title later that night. So you got to study each individual aspect in that Battle Royal. You got to be ready for anything. And that's where the cardio kicks in. That's where the strength and conditioning kicks in. The training gets a little bit tougher because you don't know what you're going to expect. You don't have film on just one guy. You got film on 20 different people. And those 20 different people are all completely different in their own way. So as we come up here on CCW Stampede 2021, this goes out to the whole locker room. You can assure you one thing: if you don't put every single day inside this ring to fight for this title, you're not going to get it. And even if you do give everything you got, I can tell you one thing: it still won't be enough, because I'll make sure I'm one step ahead of you guys.
Main event scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is one half of the CCW's Tag Team Champions, being accompanied by his manager, Brian Blitz. Representing the Diamond Exchange, this is Shooter McGee.
So this is the firecracker of the Diamond Exchange, the one that will be the first one to start a fight and the first one to get knocked down. But guess what? He's got a ton of heart. He's a professional wrestler. And at the end of the day, he is a recipient of the gold.
No doubt. No doubt one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, he and Cecil Andrews, this Shooter McGee, with, of course, his mastermind of the Diamond Exchange, Brian Blitz, at ringside.
Brian Blitz.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time I present to you, being cornered by Brian Blitz, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions, Shooter McGee. His opponent, the Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
This is going to be a great, interesting matchup, a one-on-one competition. Rock and Roll Chris Turner, longtime veteran here in CCW, former tag team champion, former heavyweight champion. And he and Mike Anthony are going to get an opportunity on March 13th in Lake City at the Richardson Community Center for the 30th Annual Stampede. Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Mike Anthony will be challenging Cecil Andrews and Shooter McGee for those CCW tag titles.
I'm going to tell you, we're in for a treat tonight, because tonight we're going to see the old man, Chris Turner, get a chance to show that he still has the skills, that he still has what it takes to get that championship gold. He's going to put on display tonight what they plan to do at Stampede.
I don't think he's that old.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute, Shooter McGee goes to rush in to Chris Turner. Chris Turner definitely knew what was coming.
He did.
Shooter McGee under the bottom ropes to the outside, getting a little assistance and some advice from Brian Blitz.
One. Time out. Come on, man. Two. Ref, you better watch that cheating, ref. Three.
Is that what champions do in CCW now? Whine and complain? When Chris Turner was a champion, he never whined and complained.
When was the last time Chris Turner was a champion?
That's right.
Rock and Roll Chris Turner now facing off Shooter McGee, one half of the CCW Tag Team Champions.
There it is. Look at it. Classic wrestling.
Underarm and wrench into a wrist lock.
Classic wrestling. Oh, what an elbow. Rock and Roll Chris Turner. Yes, sir. He still has it.
Stomp right into the midsection.
Absolutely. Taking the wind out of Scooter McGee.
Scooter McGee on the ropes. Big clothesline.
Elbow. Devastating elbow.
Dawson going down for the count. Only gets a 2 count.
That was a little lazy cover, I have to say. That was a lazy cover. He might could have got the 3 if he hooked the leg.
Rock and Roll Chris Turner now got Shooter McGee.
He's
nice
reversed.
Irish whip.
Clothesline.
Shooter McGee would have stiff form right to the back and dumps Rock and Roll Chris Turner to the outside. And then you can see Brian Blitz choking him out on the outside. Great work by Shooter McGee and Brian Blitz.
Well, normally I would say that the wrestler from the Diamond Exchange wouldn't have to resort to those tactics, but I think at this point it's all that he could do to try to get back on top, because Chris had a lot of momentum going into that.
Shooter McGee now shooting those knuckle sandwiches right into the head of Chris Turner.
Absolutely.
Turner off the rope.
Chris Turner comes off and he puts him into a sleeper. Oh my, but he doesn't have the height that he needs to execute it. He's breaking Chris down though.
He's got Chris Turner down on the canvas now. Shooter McGee has got that sleeper wrenched in. Dawson checking to see if Chris Turner is still...
I don't know if he's still got anything. Wait, he's holding on. He's holding on. He's turning his hips in. He's focusing his chi. He's giving elbows to the midsection, comes off the rope. Oh, and he gets caught with a clothesline. He cut him short.
Wow.
He took all the momentum from Chris that he was building up. All the momentum.
Shooter McGee now going for a pin. Only gets a 2 count. And man, Shooter McGee is visibly frustrated.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's wanting to make short work of Rock and Roll Chris Turner. Pointed the elbow right to the base of the skull.
Absolutely. He better be careful, though. Don't take Chris for granted. He's been around for a long time for a reason.
No one home as Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
He's going for the rock and drop. Oh, wait a minute.
What the heck is
was that? The cameraman?
And wait, the cameraman just deliberately tripped Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
Wait a minute.
And now the cameraman and Shooter McGee are working over Rock and Roll Chris Turner.
I'm so confused.
Cecil Andrews comes
Wait a minute.
Wait, that's the gentleman. That's the violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell, the
Miles Blackwell
member of the Diamond Exchange.
He was in it. He was in disguise the whole night as a cameraman. We had no idea who he was.
Mike Anthony now has come into the ring.
Poor Mike Anthony, though. Chris can't help him. Chris can't do anything. He's hurt.
Violent gentleman Miles Blackwell posing as a cameraman out here.
He's Landon. Landon's coming in to try to even the odds here, but it's too many people. It's just too many people. Chris is finally getting to his feet. He's helping the Wild Thing up. They're going to help him. Here we go now. Here we go now. It's breaking down into the middle of the ring. Here we go. Landon's on Cecil. We got Mike Anthony on Shooter McGee. Chris.
Cole, it's got total chaos and bedlam here. The referee is completely left. There's no way he can gain any control. And there goes Cecil Andrews, Shooter McGee, and this newest member of the Diamond Exchange, Violent Gentleman Miles Blackwell, under the bottom rope to the outside.
Oh my God, what are we going to do?
Let's hear it for the returner, Landon Crews, and the Wild Thing, Mike Anthony.
This is going to be an awesome Stampede coming into 2021. We got a championship on the line after the Battle Royal. We got a tag team championship on the line. What is CCW going to do but run wild at Stampede? I can't wait. What about you?
Me neither, man. That's right. March 13th at the Richardson Community Center. It's the 30th Annual Stampede. The winner of the 20-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal will get a shot against Landon Crews. And, of course, Rock and Roll Chris Turner and Mike Anthony will get their chance for those CCW Tag Team titles. March 13th, Richardson Community Center in Lake City. Go to ccwrestling.biz and get your tickets now. Hey, this is Hollywood Jamie Love along with Butch Price right here at the Top Rope Wrestling Academy, Stomping Ground Studios. And we certainly appreciate everyone for tuning in to ccwrestling.biz, checking out our great matches and the stars of the ring here in Continental Championship Wrestling. Butch Price, it's always an honor and a pleasure being here with you tonight. I'm Hollywood Jamie Love. This is Continental Championship Wrestling.